Hot Fiery Potato versus Observer. Empire versus Vampire Counts. We have the Sunmaker, Boris Toddbringer, Sterling's Revenge, plus 3 other Free Company Militia. A Flock of Doom and Manticore Caster, Amber Wizard, and then 4 Empire Knights total, 5 Spearmen. On the other side, for the Vampire Counts, we have 4 Crypt Ghouls, including the Feasters in the Dusk, and then a bunch of Crypt Horrors, Beasts of Tashnar? No, the Dire Pack. Beasts of Tashnar are a Norska thing. 2 Graveguard, Corpse Cart, and then double White King, both with Scab Scrath, and then a Strigoi Ghoul King with Doom and Darkness, Invocation and Hack, and his Crypt Ghoul Summon. Really loving the Crypt Ghouls. Frontline of Skeleton Warriors as well. Alright, the Vampire Counts just trying to push up with as many mid-tier infantry as possible. Strigoi Ghoul King sprinting forwards to go fight among some spearmen. He is infantry size, so he does not fear their anti-large. Though the Sunmaker has already killed off a Graveguard almost entirely. Should switch on to the other one, and it does. Scab Scrath is out onto the 2 different Free Company Militia in the center. The Sunmaker has turned its ire onto that Graveguard, already taken about a third of its HP in the first couple volleys. Boris is diving on the Corpse Cart to take out that supportive damage buffing unit. And the Skeletons need to keep moving forward. They're getting some orders now, though a couple of them are stalling out. We have Crypt Horrors coming out of the trees to fight Empire Knights. Crypt Horrors should come out on top of that trade, as the Crypt Ghouls are going to ignore it entirely and go for the Free Company Militia. The Skeletons have to keep walking forward. It is a mistake to have them standing around. The Dire Pack and Crypt Horrors fighting back against the Empire Knights. Sunmaker is punishing anybody that does not keep moving. And a Crypt Ghoul summon from the Strigoi Ghoul King is out, trying to help deal with all of these Free Company Militia. Empire Knights beating up some Crypt Ghouls, losing to the Crypt Horrors and these Crypt Ghouls. Where's the Sunmaker doing on ammo? 4 volleys left, so not a lot of volleys, as it continues to kill these guys off. Empire Knights dealing with the Feasters in the Dusk and these other Crypt Horrors as they continue to push through onto the Imperial lines. Manticore Summon is out, 1 of 2, and is trying to get some damage on the Strigoi Ghoul King. He throws out his last Crypt Ghoul Summon. He'll try and move it forward. As the Sunmaker continues to pound any clump it can find, and Boris is even going to rear charge over here and get that leadership nice and low, so they start crumbling just a bit. Just a bit, just a bit, just a bit. Crypt Ghouls trying to start Free Company Militia yet again. And these Crypt Horrors are just tearing up Empire Knights, man. Empire is ahead for the balance of power. The Crypt Ghoul Summon has about 40 seconds left as they run into the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. They will take it offline and starts to run away for Hot Fire Potato, trying to save itself. But if they can kill it off, I mean, that would be a big swing in the balance of power. As the Imperial Mobility forces are not looking too good. Overall, out of the 4 knights, they're almost all dead. So that is something going for the Vampire Counts. Looks like the Sunmaker will outrun the Crypt Ghoul Summon after all. 15 seconds left on those guys. They should be able to come back. Flock of Doom punishes some of these Skeleton Warriors just a little bit. Invocation and Hack heals up the Crypt Horrors. And Empire Knights and Free Company Militia are routing. All of a sudden, the Vampire Counts are the one up. More Empire Knights routing away. We'll see if these dogs and Crypt Horrors can get onto the back line and make sure that these Free Company Militia keep routing. Doom and Darkness is trying to get the Spearmill Shields to rout. That's not going to work, though. They are winning in melee combat, which helps their leadership out quite a bit. Sterling's Revenge trying to shoot at a White King while the Sunmaker rallies and comes back to the fight. Meanwhile, other Free Company Militia are hopefully going to be able to fight their way free of these Skeleton Warriors. Balance power is about 50-50 as the Empire Knights did not go off the map. They did manage to come back. Looks like all of them will do so. But the Feasters in the Dusk find some Free Company Militia. And should finish them off easily enough. Do they have regen or hunger? Oh, they don't have any. I thought Feasters in the Dusk had passive healing of some kind. I thought that was their special thing. Alright. Still have a full health Crypt Horror over here. Sunmaker trying to fire into this big old clump. Looks like it's aiming at the Crypt Horrors right now, which is not the right target. Should be aiming at the infantry, but we'll see. Dire Pack gonna die off. And Sunmaker is really having issues firing for some reason. It's not obstructed, it's just wouldn't fire. There's a little bit. Get some damage onto a bunch of already crumbling people. And these Graveguards still haven't done it, literally anything. They've just been standing here getting shot by the Sunmaker and chilling, so that's just a mistake. Graveguard trying to get to the Sunmaker. Again, the Sunmaker kites away, and we have a White King in the background taking out multiple Free Company militia troops. Feasters in the Dusk and other Crypt Ghouls moving up. And these guys have all won their area. They do need to move elsewhere. Boris is trying to bail out a bad situation, but it is quickly coming down to just Boris versus the world. I guess he has his Amber Wizard, but whatever. The guy's not that good of a fighter as Boris deals with these Crypt Horrors. Strigoi Ghoul King going to charge up behind him, tries to get a good attack off. Boris turns back on him, though, and will do some good fighting. Now, the Spearmen should be able to hold, beat up the Crypt Horrors, beat up all this stuff. There's no terror nearby that could terror out them or anything. Skeleton Warriors are crumbling away. And again, we have some more Free Company militia trying to come back in the distance. A big overcasted Flock of Doom finishes off the Skeleton Spearman, gets close to finishing off the Crypt Horrors. Boris tries to kill the Strigoi Ghoul King, cut the head off the snake and let the body die, as it were. That's looking pretty tough. There's a lot of Crypt Horrors and Crypt everything left. We have Empire Knights once again rallying. We need to come back to the fore. I'm surprised the Spearmen are still here, all things considered. Boris is trying to kill the Strigoi Ghoul King. He does not have his 70 charge bonus right now. He doesn't have any of it because he's been in the fight for too long. Feasters in the Dusk trying to chase off the Sunmaker. Looks like they will. Crypt Horrors starting to crumble away. Skeleton Warriors crumbling away. Boris is taking a lot of damage. Holy crap. He's trying to get out of here. Flock of Doom hits everybody. Doom and Darkness hits Boris. He's down to 4 leadership. It almost gets him to rout. But he'll get to safety and he'll rally. He's fine. He's back up to 32 leadership. He's chilling. Graveguard dying in the distance to an Empire Knight charge. The Feasters in the Dusk do successfully rout the Sunmaker off the battlefield. Amber Wizard takes cover. The Empire is bringing back some columns of spearmen as they walk in dumbass formation. But welcome back, spearmen. Welcome back. A little ×2 speed as people regroup. Boris is trying to regenerate in the air. Empire Knights are charging in. They charge in and immediately go out. Boris thinks about charging, but instead of Flock of Doom is cast, the Empire continues to regain their wits. Now, braced spears eat a charge from Crypt Horrors, which they will reflect back at them, and Boris goes to snipe out a White King, who's currently getting Invocation Attack. Misses his first charge by just overshooting it, but the Amber Wizard jumps in as well, doing good damage to the White King, killing off those Skeleton Spears once and for all. White King's down to 2 leadership before he starts taking that slow crumbling damage. Crypt Ghouls 0 leadership before they start taking crumbling damage. Boris is still trying to kill the White King, but he's missed a lot of attacks in a row. Nice Flock of Doom will hit some good stuff. We have Feasters in the Dusk that are chasing things off the map, but that stuff's already shattered or dead, so they're just wandering into nowhere. That's a bit of a whoopsie. They gotta come back. And Boris is still trying to hit the White Kings and really struggling to do so. His healing cap has appeared. Now, Doom and Darkness might get one of these Spearmen shields to rout. 3 leadership for them as they're just holding for now. White King is still alive. Boris is kind of shitting the bed here, as I feel like he's been put in a lot of situations to succeed, and he's not getting it done. And this is more attacks. But the Spearmen are here, and the Spearmen will help kill the Crypt Horrors. Heal cap is in sight. Boris probably needs to get out of here and just refresh his charge bonus. And his leadership debuffs are getting the White King to just start crumbling on his own, which is more damage than Boris has done literally all game. Boris hasn't done anything in this fight, even though he's been swinging. Big charging out of the Crypt Horrors. They got a hit there. Strigoi Ghoul King still on his tail. Boris has taken some damage. Wow, okay, the Crypt Horrors just shattered. Jesus. Another Invocation Heck for the White King. Boris turns to fight the Strigoi Lord. Do these guys still have Scab Scrates? No. And no. Yeah, otherwise they could just clean this stuff out. But one of the Spearmen routes, and that might take everybody else with it. The chain reaction is brutal if it happens. Boris and the Amber Wizard still trying to fight back against Strigoi Ghoul King. His heal cap is now getting hit. Times 2 speed as these guys just duel it out. Single entity hero hammer. Lots of spearmen are routing. Boris is going to take out that White King, it looks like, but the Amber Wizard gets killed off by the Strigoi, and the Feasters in the Dusk are coming in hot. Amber Wizard is back. We never saw the second Manticore summon, did we? Yeah, he still has a Manticore. I don't know if he just wins magic for it, but he has a Manticore. Boris and the Amber Wizard charging the Feasters in the Dusk and just do a ton of damage to them. Tossing these guys around like they're nothing. The Amber Wizard is going to rout. Boris is alone and heal capped. So he's heal capped. The Strigoi Ghoul King's heal capped. The White King is not. Gets a good little peck onto the White King. Gets a good another little hit. Spearmen trying to show up and help out as the Feasters in the Dusk take damage and start crumbling. More Spearmen trying to show up and help out as Boris continues to take down this White King slowly but surely. And now that he has infantry nearby, he should probably get back to the sky and refresh his charge bonus, but it looks like he's just going to stand and fight for now. He's getting hit after hit after hit onto that White King, and he hasn't taken damage in a long time. Another big shot on the Strigoi Ghoul King. One leadership for him before he starts to crumble. Now he is crumbling. And I wonder if he could Hail Mary Overcast Doom and Darkness on this blob, because that would take out everybody besides Boris, honestly. Strigoi still crumbling just a little bit. White King somehow not crumbling just yet. 4 leadership left for him. As the Amber Wizard routs yet again, Spearman thinking about joining him, but not going for it just yet. And Boris continues to kick tons of ass in this little teeny tiny battle. Boris is starting to take damage. I have noticed he's taking damage while fighting the White King and Strigoi here. He's down to 1,700, down to 1,300 HP. The Spearmen are holding, and the Strigoi Lord is getting destroyed right now. Couple big hits in, and now he's just gonna, you know, he disintegrates, and that'll take the White King with him, and army lost his territory. And Boris does manage to clutch it out. 2,500 damage value. He had a weird middle period there where he wasn't doing anything, but he got there. Sunmaker also did well. Beastcaster did fine. Empire Knights did fine. Free Company Militia, I don't know. Some people take these guys because they're hybrid missile units, but they just feel like dog shit. They don't do anything. Spearman did well. For Observer, his Strigoi Ghoul King on foot got 2,800 value, which is quite nice. Cryptorers both did well. Graveguard did not do anything, though they did stand around and get shot by the Sunmaker for most of their game, so that's just not their fault. White Kings both did fantastically. Crypt Ghouls, mixed overall, not great. The Feasters in the Dusk did well, but that's about it for the Crypt Ghouls. Skeletons, not so great. Corpse Cart died. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.